Hello and welcome to the Flexline Media coverage, Middle 7, Round 3 of our lead card here at the 2020 Christchurch Fling. My name is Chris Hoopmann.
And I'm Brady Kuech.
And we've seen some pretty wild conditions.
Yeah, I was going to say, not
so
the
far.
lead card you're really looking for. There's a lot of red on these cards coming in. There's a lot of rain that's coming down, so it's pretty much been playing havoc with, as you'll see, it's going to play havoc this whole round, all 21 holes of it.
Yeah, this is the state of our lead card. We see Simon Feasey playing at 10 under par for the tournament. Johnny Ferrari in second place with an even round, so good going. He's at 6 under par overall.
Yeah, well done. We got Jimmy coming in here. He's at +5, so he slipped a little bit, so he's overall at -1. And then, yeah, I'm definitely kind of out the back with that kind of +7.
Dropping down to 8th position. Let's see if you can turn it around here in this middle 7.
So starting off hole 8, par 3, 51 meters. This is shout out to Disc Bros for the ace challenge on this. So I believe it was like $100 ace pot if you ace this hole specifically. All these gardens are going to be playing OB, so you'll see maybe some cheeky runs. I'm going to guess with this it's going to be a tailwind for us off of the tee, probably just some safe putter shots.
Ooh, it's got a bit of heat. Oh, just staying in.
Goodness. Yeah, just inside those flags there. So yeah, it should be a tap-in birdie for him. Good shot by Simon.
Let's see what Johnny can do. Oh, getting beaten down.
Yeah, that's Johnny's trusty route. I love watching him throw that thing. He's usually got it on a rope. But yeah, the wind just knocked it straight down. So he's going to have a tricky look from the edge of the circle.
Okay, Jimmy with his smooth little upshot.
Yeah, that's a key out of him. You can see right from those hands, he's like, push down, push down.
And that's just out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the out of bounds graphics. You can see it there. He's out by like maybe a foot. And I mean, like that's
super unlucky.
Yeah, pin high. That's going to sting a little bit.
But I mean, that's just going to be an easy tap in par.
Yep, little forehand for me, so the only one for that, but I'll get the little skip up and par.
You'll take CTP.
Thank you. Here's Johnny. Let's see if he can give it a little bit of bid from outside circle 2.
Oh, and just getting knocked down.
Yeah, tailwind, same thing as before. Yeah. Easy par for him, though, so no real damage. Simon walks away with the birdie, so good by him. He capitalizes on that lucky break, staying inside. Jimmy well within inside the circle. So this should be an easy kind of circle 3 for him. Yeah,
the good thing about this hole is pretty much if you go OB, you'll be pretty much tapping in.
Yeah.
There aren't too many places where you're OB and then going to be putting to, risk going for a bogey.
Yep. Yeah, you'll see me. I use that finger, point it down, make sure it goes in the basket.
Get down.
Because you can see how the wind is howling at this point for Johnny.
And just
Johnny
taps
does
it
a
in
quick
there.
ninja left-hand putt there. So here we go, hole 9. Par 3, 112 meters. It's a straight shot for your right-hand backhanded players. Going over this kind of debris that we're flying over now. That garden on the right plays entirely out of bounds, and then you have the natural OB in the bushes. If you do push it long and have the arm for it, which a couple of us will, you'll see these kind of like back trees and bushes come into play.
Yeah, but it's a pretty safe zone to bail out on the left once you pass this initial bush.
Yep, Simon's stepping up with a Kahoo, so hopefully he can put it inside the circle, give himself a birdie look.
Oh.
No, that looks like it beats it. Yep, makes the corner.
Oh, just gets through.
Yep, safe as Sundays, out in the fairway, no problem. Not the birdie look, though, so a bit strange. I would think he'd have all the distance for this.
Yeah, maybe just didn't get onto it as much as he'd like. Looks like you're going to be pushing this out over that OB.
Yeah, I've had this distance. I've made birdies in the past. This is flipped up.
That's going. Not even I know where it's gone. You're somewhere in there, according to me.
Yeah, so that was huge. It hit probably about 15, 20 meters up. And yeah, I'm going to be deep in those trees on the right-hand side. No birdie look for me. Johnny corrects and throws low.
And that's riding the wind nicely. Looks like it's pushing left a touch more than you'd want, but he's got a look.
Yep. He's in the wide open. He'll be closer than Simon. So again, maybe he'll have a little cheeky rat run at it.
Come on, Jimmy. Get in there. Yeah, it's looking lovely.
Come on. Keep
there we go. Just needs to push up this little hill.
Yeah, there you go. A little bit short. I think it's, again, it looks like the same color as that Kotari that we've been seeing through all around.
Nice overstable. So none of our lead card players in the circle. Let's see how they can go with their ups.
Simon's giving it a
this
bid.
Good height, and he's gone long.
Yep. Out the back, 5 meters.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Jimmy, little jumper, safe little bid. It'll be a par for him most likely. Johnny's a bit closer, circle's edge.
Oh, Ooh, that was a great run.
Yeah, that was a lot better. Just above the band, a little bit on the outside.
Oh, this looks tough for you here. Able to flick it out?
Yeah, I really had nothing going towards the pin, so as you can see, I'm kind of throwing back at the tee
kind of
pad.
across.
And so here I am, circle's edge. This is a tricky putt for me, putting uphill.
And you don't want to go too far long. Oh, that's all right. You kind of caught on the backside of the green.
Yep, that should play.
Simon jamming in his par.
Yeah, that's good. 1 birdie, 1 par. Good start to the middle 7 here.
He's gone down to 11 under par.
Yep, this will settle. This will be a bogey for me if I can capitalize on this putt.
Yeah, catching the chains.
There you go. A little bit of red. Not too much damage, though, considering where I was off the drive. Johnny will tap in his par. Hopefully that'll keep him at 6 down, and he's still in the hunt here with plenty of holes left to go in this round. And Jimmy should be doing the same here, so that'll keep him under par for this 3rd round.
Nice, Jimmy.
Nothing but change.
Cleaning it up. Alrighty, now we're going to be moving on to hole 10. Pushing out of this concealed opening, avoiding the willow on your left here. You can afford to turn it over a little bit to push it up the fairway, and then bailing out in this kind of middle zone, and then just a little chip up shot to the basket. Probably we'll see quite a few forehands accessing this left side of the green. It's a little more open than the right-hand side.
Yeah, definitely. Most players, tend to throw a hyzer off the tee, kind of making it past that willow to give them, the nice open forehand shot. Simon stepping up with that same Kahu as the shot before. Oh, that's coming out real
lovely.
Clean.
Yeah. That's
all right. Yeah, he's cut this hole well in half. That should make an easy up and down for Simon. That looks like an early release out of Johnny.
Yeah. And that's got a laser sight in the middle of the willow. He's going to have a really tricky second throw from there.
Yeah, hopefully he got a little kick off so he can give himself a full arm swing here. Jimmy with a big run up. Looked like it's, overstable.
Yeah.
He throws the Qatari again.
Yep.
But great skip. So he's going to be out on that left-hand side. He should have a nice, easy, open look.
Yeah, Jimmy obviously trying to go as overstable as possible throughout this round. Just completely taking the wind out of play.
Yeah. It's really smart. He's been doing well. He's playing nice and steady. He's still under par there.
Oh, and this is turned from you.
I've turned over into the wind, but that is smushed.
Bet you wanted to see that one again. And that's
Yikes.
that's like up near where Luca was in the first round. Kind of opening that backdoor entrance through the trees.
Yeah, so it's not where I normally like to play. It is definitely on that right-hand side, bringing it into play. But thankfully enough, I'm at least in the open, and I've cut off heaps of distance with that drive.
Oh, Johnny! his swing was restricted.
Yeah.
And that probably influenced his up shot.
Yeah, so he's
a bit
coming
shorter
in a
than he
little
could
bit short.
want. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still on line. It should make an easy par. Again, he can just kind of go up and down. Jimmy's going big and backhand. Keeping it low, fighting through that wind, get a skip. Gobbled up by that long grass, but he's inside the circle.
Great spot to be.
That's a birdie look.
Simon going to be pushing the left side. Sidearm.
Yeah, it looks like the angle he's got out comes out. I thought he might throw a little bit of flex, but that's just fine, and that's where you normally want to be, landing about that tree. He skipped a little long, but that's all right. Little putter up shot from me.
Oh, stick. Yep, that's just beside Simon's, it looks.
Yep, that's a good bit of touch. So yeah, that'll provide me with a birdie look, which is right where I want to be. Rain is coming in. Johnny is bundled up. The umbrellas are back out. But it's a good forehand approach.
And now that all our players have thrown their second at least, massive shout out to Hemi Tefitu getting the Eagle 2 in round 2, sorry.
Yeah.
Awesome go.
Yeah, 80-meter throw in. I got to watch it live. What an absolute shot that was. So shout out to both of them. Also, congratulations, Jimmy and Simon. Good converting the birdie there.
Let's see if you can card your bird. Yeah, just sneaking in.
Just inside on that left-hand side. I'm happy to join these boys. So that looks like it's going to be 3 birdies and 1 par. So that's kind of some lead card action. But yeah, look at this. 2-meter putt. Taking his time, resetting. Nice little tap in by Johnny. Well done.
On to hole 11, par 305 meters. The basket's right ahead of you. Just got to push it through this little gap and out into the open. These players are going to want to just push out probably a straight driver and have it hyzer towards the basket. Not really too much you can do wrong here. Just got to keep it up the middle.
Yeah, I got to keep it up the middle. It's going to be tricky with this. This is a left to right headwind that we got going on. So Simon gets to play wind dummy here. Looks like he's hanging out on the right-hand side.
And that's great. That's pin high.
Yeah,
on
that's
the right-hand
awesome.
side.
That'll
Really
give
good.
him. It'll be a headwind putt, so it's probably not the putt that he's looking for. But yeah, it's still a look at birdie, which is exactly what you want on a hole like this.
Yeah, another thing about this hole, it seemed to be the most slippery tee pad that I could see while I was out there. So Jimmy looks like he just got a little bit of foot action, slipped a bit, and that probably influenced where he's ended up, just a little bit short and left of the basket.
Little squeak, little early. But like again, he's well down the fairway. Ooh. Yeah, better shot out of me. Ooh.
He's getting a bit of wind shear.
Yeah, little air bounce there. That's going to leave me short, but I will have a putt up the hill. So again, it's all I'm looking for. Again, trying to make it into that circle for the birdie look.
And Johnny, incognito mode with the hood up.
He's thrown it low and right. He stayed out of the bushes, which is good. I've seen quite a few people, especially with this wind, throw it too high and turn it over into those trees. So yeah, Johnny, thankfully enough, has stayed in the fairway for an up and down.
Oh, this looks like he's put a great move on the disc. What an up.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's been throwing some really good up shots this round. Let's see what Jimmy can do.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is run mode from Jimmy.
Yeah, he's pushing it.
Big jumper.
Just not quite the power needed.
The line was perfect. If you watch it come in, it came in through it chain high. He was probably just about 4 meters short. So that's a good run and a good look. Simon looks like he's just on the edge of the circle, maybe just out. He's got a left to right wind.
Oh, just high. Oh, and that's drifted
he's
longer than you'd want.
Yeah, so he's still
again.
out. Yeah, so he's going to be 7 to 8 meters this time. Not a problem.
Wow, and that's just the difference of wind direction, really. He had the tailwind on this part, just able to, with that spin, just slam it straight into the middle of the chains.
Great to see him make that par. That's a great comebacker. Nice putt, Simon.
You've got a similar view to the basket?
Yeah, I want to stroke on the card, so I really want this one. This is normally in my wheelhouse.
Just low.
Yep, never gave it a chance.
Yeah.
So I'll tap out the par. Jimmy's got a little bit of meat left on the bone for his putt here.
Slams it in, just over the cage.
Yep, no problem. So that'll keep Jimmy here. He's got the one birdie, so he's dropped to -2, which is good for him. I'll drop in the par. I've come back to even, so I've started to chase a few of my card mates down, which is good. And then, Johnny will tap out his par as well. It was a great up and down for Johnny.
Yeah, and he will stay at 6 under par, just carding all pars for this middle 7.
Welcome to hole 12, par 3, 82 meters, what I've been referring to as the wall. So most right-hand, backhand players are going to be playing out to the right where the drone is flying here. We have a good right to left wind, so it helps push it back towards the green because you'll notice there are these little guardians. And then, just before this back wall of pines, you'll see the basket is tucked here, kind of well protected. Really difficult shot to go. A lot of people are taking the spike hyzer out on the right-hand side, or other people will take it a little bit lower and try for that skip shot.
Yep. I think you'll see both shot shapes on this tee. Simon opts to go for the spark hyzer, pushes it really high, which is, pretty risky with this wind, but he's able to shape his shot into the pines.
Yeah, that's excellent. He hit that outside pine on the right-hand side, but he still trickled to the left, so he's going to have a circle's edge look. That's a great shot by Simon.
This looks a little lower here from Jimmy. He's hoping to get that skip.
He gets
into the green.
Skip. Chris misses it a little bit.
It's throwing that. Is it the Qatari?
Yeah, that's the Qatari again.
Wow.
So he's
leaning on that hard.
Yeah, but that's a great shot. It shapes up well for this hole, so that's still a good shot by Jimmy. Probably not as close as he wants. I'm going to take that same shot here, nice and low. Try to get the skip that Jimmy did.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Oh, just beside that first pine tree.
Yeah, but I'll take it. It's going to be a low ceiling with those little dangly branches, but I'll be just outside circle.
Oh, where's this going from Johnny?
Johnny's gone high.
Oh, it's gone high.
Going spike hyzer.
And he's gone long of the pines.
Out the back. But if you can land just right, there are like high ceiling gaps between those trees. So hopefully Johnny kind of gets that so he can have himself a look.
Jimmy does not have a high ceiling.
No, this is going to be tricky for his spin putt. So he'll clip a little bit of that cabbage on the front hand side.
Oh, yep. Johnny's had to go down to the knee.
Yeah, he's got that one branch right in front of him.
Just doesn't push it right enough.
But again, like great putt, you know, like it was chain high just a little bit early.
You're on the knee?
I'm on the knee, so I have a similar look to Johnny did. I'm a little bit closer, so hopefully I can capitalize here.
Great height.
Yep,
Just
good
a little
height.
bit right.
I did the opposite of Johnny. I pushed it a little bit to the right, so that was my miss. Simon's got the closest. Come on, Simon, get the birdie. Little lead card action.
Got in a great spot. Oh, what? Don't see that too often from Simon.
Yeah, you can see the little
Within the
hand dance
circle,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
so he's frustrated. He knows it. That was a tailwind putt. He should have known to give it a bit more.
Great cleanup from Johnny.
Yeah, great touch. That's a good comebacker. Kind of that tricky distance with this wind. You want to be a little bit more where I'm sitting here. This is, like a much more comfortable, like par putt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah, and you'll see me wait. Like I said, I was always waiting to watch him drop in the basket. With this wind, like you saw, I hit the pole quite hard. So, like we've seen some bounce backs over the weekend. Shouldn't be a problem. Should be a nice, easy par for Jimmy.
Man, some of these chains are pretty springy. They just...
Yeah, so he was a little high, little left-hand side, so that wasn't really a perfect putt for him. Like it looked a little rushed compared to he normally has a nice kind of slow routine he goes through.
Yeah.
That leads us here into the flex line pocket, hole 13, par 3, 72 meters. This is the hole where discs go to die. You have the blackberries here on the right. You definitely don't want to be in there if you watch our first round coverage. You want to be straight down the middle here with the basket tucked just on the right-hand side. You'll see most players will take a kind of straight shot trying to meet that middle gap, or occasionally you can take a wide forehand hyzer out to the left.
Simon's made the gap and he's piped this probably pin high, but he's just bailed out to that left-hand side.
Yeah, so he got a little bit of bounce from the wind, but that's not bad at all. That'll play. It'll give him a look. He'll kind of be circle's edge there. Yeah. I'm taking a Magma Soft key here. I'm just trying to do same thing Simon did, just straight up the guts. Yeah,
that's
good
lovely.
skip.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. Just throwing it just into the mouth of that opening. You don't really have to attack it too hard.
No.
The pin's not too far from the opening.
Well, yeah, it's really safe and it kind of stops you from this. So it's a little bit of an early release out of Johnny. So he's hit that guardian tree on the left. So he's gonna have to find himself a window if he's gonna have a look.
Oh, this looks like an early turn from Jimmy. I think that just might be on the front side. He won't be too deep.
Yeah, so if he's just on the edge, he can straddle out with a little bit of an Annie putt. Johnny's made it through enough.
Yeah,
Come on.
Off the cage. Man, this lead card's teasing us.
Yeah, Johnny wants to make the highlight reel here. That was a great look for it. Yeah, as you can see, so he's straddling out big. What did he just drop?
I think he dropped a Kia and he's gone to a Ruru.
Ruru, okay. So yeah, he's definitely going to give this a go. Gave it enough height.
That's all right.
Not enough
safe.
distance, yeah. That's safe. Okay. It's a good out from that position.
Let's see what Simon can do. Probably circle's edge. Good. Oh, just weak.
Yep, got to height, but yeah, little early release. Yeah, I'm a little bit closer, so I'm just inside the circle here.
Taking your time. Yeah.
Bang, let's go.
Nice.
Fist bump for me. Give me that replay. Thank you very much. So nice and high, a little bit of a floater, nose down, but hey, just over the cage. And that's what I'm looking for, that nice straight shot. Give me the birdie look, and it was great to capitalize on that one. You can see, I've got a bit of spring in my step now. That's 3 birdies on this middle 7.
Getting the flex line replay on the flex line hole. Love to see it.
Hey. Yep. Par cleanup from Simon, not too bad. So he's 2 down through this 7 so far. Johnny Ferrari should tap out. He'll stay clean through par. And there's Jimmy tapping in. That'll be a par for him, so that keeps him even for the 7 so far.
Back to all players under par for our lead card.
Yeah, starting to kind of finally warm up a little bit. You can see it kind of looks like the rain has stopped at this point in the round. It came and went all day, so it was really tricky conditions.
And here we are on hole 14, par 3. Really tricky, 118 meters. The distance isn't too much of a problem for a lot of these players, but you've got these massive trees right between you and the basket, so finding a route through is particularly difficult. You can play the right-hand route up the wide open fairway, or you can really just chance it and put something high and hope that it filters through to the basket.
Yeah, some people kind of play that Plinko method. I know Simon's one of them, so you can kind of take a distance driver and try to punch through and find a gap. I have the tee box here with that birdie, so I play it nice and wide on the out-hand side. I don't want to play with those trees whatsoever.
And who's turned the tap on between these 2 holes?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it's really starting to come down. You can see, roaring headwind. I turned it over straight into that, so I'm way off the fairway on the right-hand side. Simon's made the correction, so he looks like he's straighter at the pin, taking his Plinko. So he's made it over the first trees,
Oh.
found a window.
Yeah, not even sure if he hit any tree. So he's in that middle section of the trees, and that'll just be probably even jump putt from there.
Yeah, 30 meters.
Yep.
Might be an up and down. Might give it a half go.
Good rip from Johnny.
He's
too
made
early.
my mistake.
Yeah, made the same mistake.
He got a better kick, though. So if you'll notice, he hit the outside or the inside when you're coming off the tee line of that trees and drop. So he should have an open look.
Jimmy, huge run up. He'll be wanting to put this as far down as he can, and that's
looking
definitely
great.
stable. That's got to be the Cortado.
Yeah. Yeah, good on him. He really picked the disc that,
it's kind of right next to a tree, so it could affect his swing, but we'll see.
Yeah. That's tricky. He could kind of step out. I'm, as you can see, kind of off the fairway. I'm going to have a low ceiling skip shot here that I'm going to try to come in with.
Oh, you're well out. You're almost on the fairway of 20. But what?
Woo!
That's insane.
Yeah,
what a
I was
line.
pretty happy with that one. So it's a bit farther of a skip than I wanted. As you can see, it landed just under the pin, which is what I was going for. But yeah, with that rain that just came through, everything is slick. So all the slides that you think, it's going to grab more because it's thick grass, aren't doing it. Yeah, because you'll see Johnny's here.
Huge flare.
Woo! So yeah, he's going to be out with me. So we're both sitting like circle's edge long.
Wow.
Yeah, so those aren't really the par putts that, players are looking for.
Okay, so Jimmy's going for more of a putt approach.
Yep, nice and soft.
Barely even through that.
Must have been, it looks like it's that orange Kia that he was trying to deciding for before. So yeah, he's hyzered out a little bit. That'll be a tricky putt with a tailwind for him.
And another easy flick from Simon.
Yeah, that's a little better. That's what you're looking for. Probably that new disc, the Kotuku. So nice and overstable, grabbed the grass really well. So he's inside right where he wants to be.
Let's see what Johnny can do. Oh, and I reckon that's good.
Yeah, that was full layup. You can see if you look at my shirt, it is howling at this point. So he just wants nothing to do with it.
Are you running it?
I am running it at this stage and never gave it anything. So yeah, I had my Kia in the hand with that wind. I knew my normal putters would just flip over. So yeah, I was trying to give it a go, but yeah, never gave it a chance.
See if Jimmy can make the correction. Similar wind angle.
Yeah, but he's taking his time this time. So that's really good to see. So he's settled into his routine, nice and focused. Made that same mistake as I. With that howling tailwind, you got to get it up. Because otherwise, you'll do just that. It's going to get smashed down. You're going to hit the front of the cage. Thankfully, he didn't roll away like Johnny's did. Good catch for Simon there. That's a nice par for him. That's a stroke on the card. So Johnny's tapping in his bogey here. Simon taking a par. So that's really good for him on this relatively easy hole. He's still picking up a stroke on the card.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think it would be relatively easy, but this actually played equal hardest for this round. One stroke over par, and there were 15 players scoring over par for our round 3. But we've seen some pretty good golf, to be honest, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, this middle 7 looked a little bit more like lead card action. Definitely more birdies were coming in there. A few bogeys as well. Simon's still out the front, so, he's at -1 for the round, but still -12 for the event. Johnny's still in the hunt, so he's still trying to chase him down at -5. And then, you got Chase Card coming in with Mitch Hudson at -2, Jasper at -1, and Hemi at -1 as well.
Looking forward to seeing more action in the back 7. We've got some pretty wild conditions like this coming up, so it's going to be a good watch.
Yeah, hopefully we get some hotter action and a little bit less rain for this last 7.
We'll see you there.
Yep, see you there.